Imagine waking up irritated, anxious, or mentally drained, and having no idea why. No stress, no drama, nothing unusual, yet your mood feels completely off. Now imagine discovering the real reason wasn't in your head at all, but deep inside your gut. What if your stomach, not your mind, is actually controlling your emotions? The hidden connection between your gut and your mood. For years, people believed emotions were shaped only by the brain. But modern research shows something shocking. Your gut plays a massive role in controlling your mood. It is often called the second brain because it has its own nervous system, its own network of neurons, and the powerful ability to communicate with your brain through the gut-brain axis. This connection means that every time your gut is inflamed, imbalanced, or stressed, your mood feels it instantly. Anxiety, sadness, brain fog, and irritability aren't always coming from your thoughts. They may be signals that your gut is struggling. When the gut microbiome becomes unhealthy, the brain receives distress signals, and those signals show up as emotional imbalance, poor sleep, low motivation, and even depression. Understanding this connection is the first step to fixing it. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. The gut-brain axis, your body's emotional highway. Your gut produces around 90% of your serotonin, a neurotransmitter known for regulating happiness, sleep, and emotional well-being. When the gut is healthy, serotonin flows naturally, helping you stay positive and energetic. But when the gut is inflamed or overloaded with harmful bacteria, serotonin production drops, and the brain responds by lowering mood. On top of that, your gut communicates through the vagus nerve, constantly sending messages to your brain. If your gut is balanced, it sends positive signals. If it's irritated, it sends distress signals that the brain interprets as anxiety, restlessness, or sadness. This emotional highway between your gut and your mind is always active, which is why gut health has such a powerful effect on mood. Sign 1. Your mood shifts for no reason. One of the biggest signs your gut is affecting your mood is unexplained mood swings. You might feel upbeat in the morning, irritated by noon, and exhausted by evening, all without anything significant happening in your day. This kind of emotional roller coaster is often linked to gut inflammation. When harmful bacteria outnumber beneficial bacteria, the imbalance produces toxins that interfere with neurotransmitter production. As a result, the brain receives chaotic signals. You may feel anxious, restless, or angry without knowing why. It's not just stress, it's your gut sending emotional warning alarms. Sign 2. Constant fatigue and low motivation. The gut is responsible for absorbing nutrients that supply energy to the body. When the gut is unhealthy, nutrient absorption drops. Even if you eat properly, your body struggles to convert food into usable energy. This often leads to chronic fatigue, low motivation, and difficulty completing tasks. A tired gut means a tired mind. Many people try fixing fatigue with caffeine, sugar, or energy drinks, but the real solution lies in repairing the gut microbiome so energy can flow naturally again. If your brain feels slow and your body feels heavy, your gut may be behind it. Sign 3. Anxiety that comes out of nowhere. Anxiety is one of the strongest emotional signs of gut imbalance. When your gut is inflamed, it releases cytokines, tiny proteins that trigger inflammation in the brain as well. This creates a loop where your mind feels under attack even when nothing is wrong. The gut also produces GABA, a neurotransmitter responsible for calming the nervous system. An unhealthy gut produces less GABA, which leads to anxious thoughts, tension in the muscles, and a racing mind. People often describe this as random anxiety, but it is actually the gut struggling to communicate properly with the brain. Sign 4. Brain fog and difficulty concentrating. Your ability to think clearly is heavily influenced by the health of your gut. When the gut microbiome is imbalanced, it creates toxic byproducts that affect brain function. This shows up as brain fog, forgetfulness, slow thinking, and trouble staying focused. You might feel mentally blurry even after a full night's sleep. This lack of clarity is one of the most frustrating signs of gut imbalance because it interferes with work, decision-making, and everyday tasks. If your mind feels like it's not firing, your gut may be sending distress signals to your brain. Sign 5. Trouble sleeping or waking up tired. Since the gut produces most of your serotonin, which eventually turns into melatonin, The sleep hormone, an unhealthy gut almost always affects sleep. You may struggle to fall asleep, wake up multiple times, or feel tired even after 8 hours. Poor gut health disrupts the circadian rhythm, making it harder for the body to rest and recharge. If your nights feel restless and your mornings feel heavy, it's a sign that your gut microbiome is interfering with your sleep cycles and mood regulation. Sign 6. Cravings for sugar and junk food. When harmful gut bacteria multiply, they demand the very food that keeps them alive, sugar. This creates strong cravings, especially during times of emotional imbalance. But sugar spikes inflammation, feeds harmful bacteria, and disrupts mood even more. These cravings are not a lack of willpower. They're messages from an imbalanced microbiome trying to survive. This cycle can drastically affect mood because sugar highs are always followed by emotional crashes. Fix the gut, and these cravings reduce naturally. The root causes behind poor gut health. An unhealthy gut rarely happens overnight. It develops from a combination of lifestyle choices, stress levels, and eating habits. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, artificial sweeteners, and low-fiber meals weakens the gut microbiome. Chronic stress reduces blood flow to the gut and slows digestion. Lack of sleep disrupts hormone balance. Certain medications, especially antibiotics, destroy beneficial bacteria and open the door for harmful bacteria to take over. When the microbiome becomes imbalanced, the gut lining weakens, a condition known as leaky gut, which allows unwanted particles to enter the bloodstream and trigger inflammation. This inflammation spreads to the brain, affecting mood, focus, and emotional resilience. How to rebuild your gut and restore your mood. The good news is that the gut has an incredible ability to heal itself when given the right support. One of the most important steps is to nourish the gut with fiber-rich foods, because fiber acts as fuel for beneficial bacteria. Foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes help grow healthy bacteria that produce anti-inflammatory compounds. Fermented foods such as yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut introduce probiotics, which help restore balance in the microbiome. Hydration is another essential step because water helps digestion run smoothly and prevents inflammation. Another powerful way to improve gut health is to reduce sugar and processed foods. When harmful bacteria are starved of sugar, they weaken, allowing beneficial bacteria to thrive. Replacing sugary snacks with whole foods stabilizes mood and prevents emotional crashes. Why people often misdiagnose gut-related mood problems. Many people assume their emotional struggles come from stress, work pressure, or personal issues, but the root cause is often biological. Because mood disorders and digestive issues seem unrelated on the surface, people don't connect them. But research consistently shows that gut imbalance can mimic anxiety, depression, irritability, and chronic stress. This means a person can feel emotionally unstable without any psychological cause. When they fix their gut, the emotional symptoms often dissolve on their own. Understanding this prevents misdiagnosis and helps people address the source rather than just the symptoms. When to take gut symptoms seriously. If your mood problems are becoming frequent, intense, or unpredictable, and you notice they are paired with digestive issues, low energy, or sleep problems, it's a strong sign that your gut needs attention. Mood disorders triggered by poor gut health often feel random, sudden, or disconnected from real-life experiences. If your emotions do not match your situation, your gut may be the missing piece. Taking action early prevents more serious digestive and emotional problems from developing. Conclusion: your mood isn't just shaped by your thoughts, your environment, or your stress. It's shaped by your gut. When the gut thrives, emotions feel lighter, calmer, clearer, and more stable. When the gut struggles, your mind struggles too. If you've been feeling off lately without understanding why, your gut may be the key to unlocking emotional balance. Pay attention to the signs, nourish your microbiome, and give your body the support it needs to function at its best. If you want more videos that reveal powerful, science-backed ways to transform your health and well-being, make sure you like this video, follow the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today.